Infamous gunslinger Desmond Gibbons, better known across the Wild West as the Cactus Kid, comes to the sleepy town of Clarkson. Trouble finds him in the unlikeliest of sources, the sheriff. After their conflict, the Cactus Kid finds himself inexplicably wearing the badge of a lawman. Later, while on the trail of a serial killer, he and his deputy run afoul of a powerful druid, and the events that lead to the Cactus Kid's transformation into the hulking, four-armed projectile reptile are even more than the druid bargained for. From the Wild West to current-day Los Angeles, where he meets superheroes Black Eagle and Red Hawk, and forms an uneasy alliance with the stunning but deadly Kitty Hawk. Join the projectile reptile on a journey of gunslinging druidic magic, superheroes, and artifacts. Projectile Reptile from Dojo Kun Comics, only on Indiegogo. Are you ready for the truly Wild West?
Hey everybody, hope you are ready for the truly Wild West. The sign-up sheet is available right now. We launch on August 13th, so that's coming up less than 2 weeks now, just 10 days from now on Michael Bancroft's show at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's a Saturday, and then right after that, we're going to roll right into Lord Crackhead's show at 10. So lots of exciting things coming up for Dojo Kun Comics. And speaking of that, we've got an exciting show tonight, episode 35 of the Dojo Kun Shill Shack. We've got special guest Christie Shinn, who's going to talk for a minute about her ongoing projects and her website, and then we will bring in our guests. So without further ado, let us take a look here and see what Aardvark is saying in the comments that I sent him the wrong link. Let me rectify that. But what I'll do first is bring Christie on the stream so she can talk about her. Hey, thanks for being here, Christie.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. I really enjoyed it. There's my lazy ass cat. It's actually bearable in my office right now. My air conditioning died, and I got fans going on, but it's sort of bearable at some point, and then past a certain point, it like reaches critical mass. I'm like, oh, is this hot yoga, or is this how it feels like?
Well, yeah, you're in a different climate than here up in the thumb of Michigan. So we do get some hot days, but not like you do.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like this is kind of humid to me, but apparently you guys get more humider and more wood. Humider, is that a word? I don't know, but it's.
I'm not sure about that.
West. So if you're wondering, it's chiming. I like posting my artwork up online more than I like posting my face. It's not a personal problem.
So yeah, here's what I'll do. I will go ahead and share this so you can tell us about your website.
Okay. Let me just go ahead and do that. Let me just go and do this pick really quick. Sorry. I just was in the middle. An artist's work is never done. You know, you got to go and do that and all that other stuff. So let's see here. Yeah, so this is Demon Bitch. She's a low-level demon from the 13th pit of hell where people throw their dog shit and gum wrappers. She wants to bring the second coming of Armageddon, but the first one never happened because she is stupid. So...
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so what it is that I had actually completed a campaign in May called You All Suck. And what's kind of nice about it is that I actually got funded. I sent out most of the people their rewards. The only thing I'm waiting on is the game. And my programmer is a little bit late in getting that done. But I gave a lot of downloaded goodies as well. So, I mean, I do that with every campaign. So there you go. But also, I mean, we've got patches and stickers and pins, and the pins are glow in the dark here. And if you scroll down.
Oh, okay. Just a second. Here we go. Yep.
And you scroll a little bit of the way. If you scroll the way down, I've got the paperback and the hardcover. And the paperbacks here. If you get any of the books on my site, I personally deface them for you.
You deface them?
I would like to sign them.
I knew what you meant. Yeah, that's funny, though, the way you put that. Very nice. All right, cool. Well, thank you. Welcome for being on the show. We've got some guests to talk to about their ongoing campaigns right now. And first up, we'll bring in Nick Brewster. Welcome to the show, Nick. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you bet. It's a
Good to
pleasure.
be here.
And real quick, let's say hi to Mrs. Goodstuff. Thank you for being here, ma'am. We love to have you in the chat. And for those of you who watch this later on the replay, we definitely appreciate you. We know that there are some big shows going on. So, if you get a chance to watch this later, we appreciate that. So, Nick, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing Christie's website and bring up your campaign. Forgive the clunkiness for a moment here.
He's really gorillaing it, man.
Yeah.
It's to be proud. You should be proud.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, the power got knocked out here in Michigan, and I totally lost internet connection. But my wife to the rescue, Deanna Hemmer of the Angels, came to the rescue and set up my phone to be a mobile hotspot. So yeah, this is all going through my phone right now. Oh yeah, Good Stuff Comic Skater is here as well, and they are ready to talk about your campaign. So, Nick, I see that there is a trailer here. Would you like to start with that, or do you want to talk to us about it first?
Yeah, no, we might as well go straight into the trailer.
Okay, let's do that. Wow, great start there on the trailer. Love that.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's a I call it a satirical slasher. So it's it's basically, do you see it? I see. It's about an Australian girl who heads over to college in the USA, and when she gets there like a year after a bit of a tragedy which occurred on the campus, and that's in the prologue, which is posted on the campaign if people are keen to read that. And then the rest of it is when she gets there, and it's about all the craziness that's going on the campus, and then all the bodies that are starting to pile up. So it's kind of tonally a little bit like something like Scream, I think, where there's a lot of humor, but then there's also quite a lot of gore and violence in it as well.
So did you see Hockey says good day? Aussie.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
thanks for being here, Hockey. So she goes to America to go to college. All right, so already she's got some craziness. Just crossing the pond there gives her the crazy vibe, if you will. Let's scroll through the tiers and have a look at the book. Also, too, though, tell us what got you into the comic industry. Are you a longtime reader? Have you been in the industry for a while? Tell us about that.
Yes, I'm a writer, and my background's been in film and film distribution, and with this particular project, it actually got we were going to do it as a movie, and we'd cast it and got quite along the way, but yeah, about 2 weeks before we started pre-production, the finance fell through for it, and so then I just started looking at other options of how to do things, and so then I actually decided to look into graphic novels, and I found Comicsgate through Ethan, and he posted something. One of his videos was about page rates and things. I was looking at how to put things together. So yeah, I haven't read a lot of graphic novels and things, but mainly the Vertigo sort of stuff from back in the day.
Okay.
That's the stuff.
Well, if you're interested in a lot of graphic novels that are available right now, there is cgnow.net that one of your fellow Aussies and his wife put together. You've seen that? Okay, awesome. Yeah, cgnow.net is a fantastic site. And yeah, I hope to have my first crowdfunded campaign, Siamese, up on that site soon, maybe within the next couple of months, because it does fit the criteria that they request. Yeah. So that's something you'll want to look into getting Do You See What I See onto as well. So
yeah, that's right. There's a lot of great books on there.
Let's have a look then at what you've got going on here.
Yeah, sure. So I think one thing we've been looking at is how prohibitive some of the shipping is coming with projects internationally. So, but because this book is something which we went ahead and just completed the whole book before starting a campaign. So if people want to try it out by getting a digital copy, then they can unlock a free shipping on a paperback.
Oh, I see.
Down the road, if they want to get that, because I know a lot of people want the physical copies in their hands.
Yes.
But this is just a way that people can, see if they want to commit to spending the money on that extra shipping and stuff. It's just a way to eliminate that, so to speak. So that's one of the deals we have in our tiers. And otherwise, you can just go, if you don't want to do that, you can just go ahead and get a paperback or a hardcover, which are the two options that they're running with. So if you scroll down a little bit, you can see the paperback cover.
This right here?
Yeah, this one right here.
It's so big you can't even fit it on the screen. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so that's our main character, Liz, and the masked psychopath that she encounters on the college.
Wow, she's naked on the cover. I like it. And the shower scene didn't pass by without notice as well.
In the trailer. Yeah, look, there's a bit. Yeah, there's a bit of everything in there. So
the obligatory TNA, you got a psychopath, you got blood. I saw the blood in there, and the autopsy table.
Yeah, I'm a child of the '80s. I grew up watching a lot of slashers and all those kind of movies in the '80s. So that all of that stuff is thrown in there, and it's 176 pages long. So
wow,
there's a lot in there for everybody. That's the hardcover there. That
sorry.
Just on as well.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
So who's your artist?
The artist is a Korean Australian called Jisoo Kim.
That's fine.
And I just put the team together by just doing research online. And I was very, very lucky to find G. Actually, it's been.
No, I'm just kind of laughing. I'm Korean too, so I was like,
yeah.
You said go on, sorry.
Yeah, she's fantastic. Yeah.
No, her artwork is good. Actually, it's funny. I was just kind of laughing when they said, "Well, coming across the pond, it's all sorts of craziness." It's like, you fuckers have half the country wants to kill you, and it's just your animal. It's like you've got like a funnel way.
That's true. Yeah. It's dangerous to go outside.
Yeah.
I did a short form video called "Everything in Australia Wants to Kill You."
Yeah,
it's pretty much true.
Now, the thing is, on the cover of that video, on the thumbnail, I actually had a huntsman spider because they just look scary as hell to me, and I know that they're not deadly, right, Nick?
No, they're fine. Everyone's got a few huntsmen in their house.
They look kind of like big, like little spiders here.
No freaking way would I live with even one in the vicinity of my home, let alone in my home.
Yeah,
no way.
Aren't they like as big as wolf spiders, like here in America?
Yeah, the huntsmen are really big. Actually.
Yeah.
I think you get kind of big, like this big, right?
Yeah, the size of your hand. I'd say.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's okay. They keep the bad ones away. They're good.
All right. So sorry, I took us on a tangent. My apologies.
Sorry.
Yeah, the art is fantastic. It's consistent. I like the color palette. I have to be honest. I've been seeing a lot of, great color palettes lately on my show with the guests we've been having, and this is pretty spectacular. I'm going to scroll back up now to the top, and what we'll do is we'll ask you to go ahead and cover the tiers. Now, if we start with the ultimate, that might not be the great place to start because it's the ultimate bundle. So maybe what we'll do is we'll start here on the Do You See What I See deal. And this is the one I think you talked about it's the digital, right? And you unlock the shipping?
That's right, yeah. So you can basically you can just pick up the digital and then I'll send it to you pretty much straight away. And because we're pretty keen to get some people reading it and get their thoughts on it. So yeah, if you just want a digital, so that's ready to go. We'll email it to you, and then we'll also email a link with the which will unlock the paperback with the free shipping.
Okay.
So that's the simplest tier, and then we've just bundled up our paperback book with the digital copy on top of that. That's available around the world.
So what you're saying is the book by itself with the free shipping is a tier that I can't see right now because I don't have the secret tier. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct. Yeah. So that can be unlocked. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
So, Hockey wrote, I think there are some baby huntsmen in the bathroom now.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. It's just some of the commentaries are really fucking funny.
For sure.
Hockey, are you trying to get on the bad side of an arachnophobe? Because, I don't think it would take much. Careful, sir.
It's the redbacks in the bathroom. They're the ones you got to worry about.
Ah, okay.
The red what?
The redback spiders.
Are they like black widows?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they have the hourglass, right? The red hourglass.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We call them black widows here. So, strangely enough, they don't really kill you. It's like if you're more allergic to like bee venom or bee stings, then they can kill you, which is weird.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I don't want to find out.
Well, they're not nice things, so.
Right. So you've got a hardcover then with a free digital, and the hardcover is the one with the wraparound, which it's got that spooky close-up of the psycho killer.
That's right. Yeah, and then so we just put the reflection of our main character is in the eyepieces of the masks there as well. So that's art was done by G as well for the hardcover. And we just wrap that up with. So basically, if you buy any of the tiers, you get the digital as well. Will be thrown in, and then we've just for more of a retail, or people who want to buy a block of them, they can get 5 paperbacks or 5 hardcovers. Is the last.
Yep.
Yeah.
So basically, you kept it simple, which I appreciate. A lot of people go crazy with the covers. They go crazy with all the tiers. So let me see here. Do you have any add-ons?
It's the first campaign that we've done. So I just wanted to keep it to the book for now. I haven't done any add-ons as yet.
Not yet? Okay.
I haven't ruled them out. Doing some.
Wow, you've got a lot of art here on the campaign page.
Yeah, I wanted to give people a good look at the art and also how the story flows. So those first 17 pages there actually sequential.
Well, not only that, but I think that in addition to giving us an idea of what it looks like, I think you said it's how many pages? 130 some pages?
176.
176. So giving us 17 is just barely a taste. If you like those pages, this is there's still a lot more to come.
Yeah, that's right. And can't really show a lot of the gore and stuff in the campaign either. So a lot of the best stuff is
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
So I see
kept behind. So,
written by Nick, our guest here. Jisoo Kim is his artist. Matt James is the colorist. Let's see, illustrator from comic colorist from Australia. Okay.
So he's another guy from Queensland who I found online as well. And I really liked some of the stuff, the way he was coloring things. And he's given each scene kind of like a unique color palette, which works really well.
He's doing a great job as well. And then I see you've got the hardest working man in CG. Eric Weathers is your letterer. He's also my letterer. He's everyone's letterer.
That's right.
I'm surprised when I don't see his name after the word letterer.
Well, that was one of the good things about finding the community is Eric. Came across Eric, and as you know, he's great to work with. And he added some really good stuff. I would kind of just tell him, I need some sound effects here, and he would come up with them.
He's a sound effect master, especially splort. He likes splort.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Nope. He's from Kansas.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, isn't it?
Oh man, he's like getting on your bad side. It said, "I have redbacks in the garage. Redbacks don't have an hourglass. It is just a red strip." It's like he just keeps going on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, more good news though. This campaign is funding and has funded. You've got 387% of a $347 flexible goal. So you're at. Sorry, I don't have it in dollary dues for you. Let's see here.
Yeah,
you have 1,935 Australian dollars of your $500 goal. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so basically we're just
400%.
looking to get the main goal of the campaign is to finance a print run. So everything else is all done. So
it says here 27 days left. Is this the second 30 then?
No, this has just started.
Wow, fantastic. I'm glad to see that you've got 9 backers that already get you almost to 400% funded. So, I mean, this book looks great. I think that you've got a great team put together here. And for your first time out, it's great that you're funded. That means, not only will we get this when we back it, but you're likely to come back for the next issue. Is the next issue going to be this storyline, or will it be a different story altogether?
Yeah, I have a bunch of stories. This particular one is a trilogy, so I would like to do the second and third one, but we may put another book in sort of in between as well.
All right, excellent.
Yeah, so we're looking to do quite a lot of campaigns through our company I've started up, which is called Augmented Liberty.
So a satirical slasher whodunit. Very cool. That's kind of a different genre for I love how there's pretty much something for everyone here in the Indie Comics network. So a satirical slasher. I'm looking forward to reading it. Yep.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
It's got it's at one level. Yeah, it's supposed to be just very entertaining and an easy read. Yeah. But then for other people, there's some deeper themes in there, if that's the kind of thing they're into as well.
Awesome. All right. Well, waiting very patiently in the back room is Aardvark. I heard him come on a little while ago, but I didn't want to interrupt Nick. Let's bring in Aardvark to talk about his campaign. How are you doing, Aardvark?
All right. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. So you were on the show a while ago talking about this campaign in its pre-launch sign-up phase, and now you're going full bore, hitting the ground running. So I'm going to go ahead and share your campaign now.
Yeah, just before we get into it, though, just to kind of add to the coincidences earlier on, Christie, I used to live in South Korea, and I can speak Korean.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I was actually born in Illinois, so I was not born in Korea.
Well, I live in America now, so it's sort of a lot of transfers going on.
Well, also the rage is still the same.
Right? What about the drinking?
Yeah, one of my friends called me Roof Korean, and I'm from Northern California, so I was not down here for the riots, the
Right.
first ones. And then he told me what it was, so he got my friends are fuckers, but they got me like a mug saying Rooftop Korean, and then they got me a shirt, so I have to wear that shit with pride now.
Well, of course, yeah, of course. But it's great to be back, Dojo. Thank you for having me on again. The campaign's doing quite well so far. We're always a lot of room to grow. We've got some stretch goals we still like to try and hit, and
All right, so I brought up the campaign. Why don't you go ahead and steer me through it and let us have a look.
Sure thing. So very quickly, the plot is Aquila is a space cop. He's a member of an organization called the Phoenix Guard, who are tasked with patrolling the various solar systems throughout the galaxy. And it's one Phoenix Guard per solar system. And it doesn't matter how much crime is in each one. There's only one. There's only one Phoenix Guard. And Aquila kind of has a bad luck of the draw, and he is given our solar system, which is forgotten about by the galactic government. And so all the alien criminals like to hang out in our neck of the woods, kind of like a pirate's cove. And in this comic, he comes up against a gang led by a vicious space squatch, like a space yeti. And it's very, very, very a lot of kind of kooky, zany ideas going on in the campaign, but it is a lot of fun. It is a kick-ass space action comic, and that's basically the gist of the plot.
Our space yeti is like rather ill-tempered and bitchy.
You know what? Don't like to tar everyone with the same brush, but this one is in particular. Yeah, he's a bit of a menace. He's got a hot temper on him, and he's pretty much amoral. You know, he'll do anything to get anything for money. If it means he'll get an extra cent, he'll blow up a moon. You know, he doesn't care.
So it's kind of like that Meatloaf song. I will do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Well, no, there's no, but I won't do. He will do it. Yeah, he's a horrible bastard.
He's a total opposite of that song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
But great. Go on.
Do you want me to go ahead and play the trailer for it?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, in my opinion, that's Aquila. I've heard that there's some debate over that.
It's much debate. Let's not get into it, mate. I don't want to have to, what is it? Like showdown at noon between
Right.
Aquila and Aquila. I don't want that. So I'll just say it however you want. I'm not fussed anymore. I've kind of given
Okay.
up, thrown my hands up. I wash my hands of the debate. But that trailer was put together by Bebros. He worked on that for me, so shout out to him. But
Okay, so your campaign is doing well. Like you said, you got 70 backers, 150% funded of your flexible goal. 11 days left now. Is that, I'm going to ask you the same question, is that the first or second 30 days?
That's the 11 of the first 30 days. We launched on July 15th. Yeah.
Okay.
On Bancrofts, yeah.
Great. Yeah, I was there. I just didn't remember how long ago that was.
Yeah, it was only what, 20 days ago or something.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Your featured perk is the Space Defender pack. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so in that box, it's going to be a collector's box, $65 US. It's going to have that awesome wraparound cover art on it. Inside of it will be both editions of the book. So there's the $10 edition with the cover by Australian artist Dean James, famed for The Embrace. There's also the Virgin wraparound cover by Kari Salviejo that'll be included in the box too. You'll get a 6-inch Aquila standee, which you'll see further down at the bottom. You'll get a patch, and you'll get a badge pin with the logos of some of the factions from the book. And that's all tightly packed together in a very affordable $65 box. Well worth it. A lot of bang for your buck in that. But if you don't want to go into the $65, the Dean James cover is available for just $10, which is very affordable, I'd say, especially for the quality of work, the quality of artwork, the quality of writing. The book has been through so many editing stages. I've got 2 editors, so I'm doing my absolute best to make sure that this is a top tier product. And my editors are also really, really great writers in their own right. Michael Odin of The Embrace and Kimo Sabe, Lee Byron Carver of The Company Men. So I've got 2 really kind of well-respected, distinguished writers editing my work. They sing my praises very highly, so that instills a lot of confidence in me, and I hope it instills a lot of confidence in potential backers.
You know what? Lee Byron Carver, also known as Kimo Sabe, is firm but fair. So if you pass muster with him, this is a good book. Yeah, no, he's kind of my mentor in a way. So I learned a lot from him, and he'll tell you quite generously that he learned a lot from me as well. But he sings my praises very highly, and one of the things he says about me is that he thinks I'm the greatest Silver Age writer that didn't live in the Silver Age, which is that's high praise. Yeah, but it's also it's also a high bar to live up to. So hopefully I deliver. And once we'll let my readers be the decider of that. We've got 2 versions of the book. We've got the $10 version with the Dean James cover. We've also got the $15 version with the Kari Salviejo Virgin wraparound cover. She's also my interior artist on the book. But in her version, the version with her cover, there'll be some additional pages with behind the scenes both in the universe and out of in the real world. So you'll see some concept art. You'll see my original Aquila sketch that I did on a notepad back in 2017. You'll see some of the concept art, and also there will be some like a visual dictionary page with like character profiles, and if you ever seen those Star Wars visual dictionary books where there'll be it'll be a picture of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it'll be a diagram explaining all the different articles of clothing and gadgets and all that sort of Yes. So there's a lot of that on in that book as well. Like I said, it's a lot of bang for your buck, really affordable. I'm a first-time creator, so a lot of people, might be sort of on the fence about taking a risk with somebody they've never read before. So I made sure that the book would be something that would be affordable and something that they would really enjoy. Yeah, the character design, I have to say, is really amazing. I can't get over how great this costume looks here on the left. Yeah, that was that came out of a lot of back and forth between me and Kimo Sabe. He doesn't like to admit it, but he's actually a really kind of prolific artist in his own right. He's really, really good at character designs. And I had this drawing of a Roman soldier that my artistic ability kind of stagnated at the age of 4. So I'm not really that talented, but I had this sketch and this awful drawing done in like a ballpoint marker on a lined notepad, and I really liked the idea. And it's somehow this Roman soldier transformed into a space cop, and I don't know how, but we went through various development stages, and it eventually transformed into that costume that you're seeing right there. But you'll see the other designs that we put forward, that we went through before we settled on this one, if you get the $15 version. This one right here. Yeah, the Lone Phoenix Guard edition. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that would be kind of funny because, according to Picasso, you'd be like a genius.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like if you just draw like a 4-year-old, because he said when I was a child I wanted to draw like an adult. When I was an adult I wanted to draw as a child. I'm paraphrasing.
Oh wow. Then now I feel a lot better about it.
You're probably going like, "Wow, I'm actually brilliant. That's amazing."
Yeah. But I'm not sure that people would like to see my artwork in a comic book. But thankfully, I've got an amazing artist in the form of Kari Salviejo, who's just blowing it out of the park with some of the pages that she's been delivering.
And I see you've got some pages of original art. You've got Rich Ayala's Aquila
Yeah, that
art.
is the last piece of that's the last piece of original art available on the campaign. The Dean James cover, which is that's the $10 one, but the original art for the Dean James cover sold within the first minute of the campaign launching.
Wow.
And the Elliot Rodriguez one sold like 10 hours later. So I don't know how, but the Rich Ayala one, which is equally as good, is still sat on the campaign for a bargain price of $400. He was selling pages from Roach Balls for like more than that, and they were getting snatched up really quickly. So I don't know how this awesome Rich Ayala piece is still sitting there on the campaign for 20 days, but it's still available if anybody out there wants it.
Oh man, I did talk to Rich Ayala. He's a cool guy.
That guy he's a cool guy, and you tell you what, he's a really helpful and really generous guy as well. Everyone that's contributed to this campaign is just a really great person. They're all really, really nice. They're all, and so much kind of high quality artwork and high quality just love and care has been put into making this project look as good as it does. And I'm really appreciative of it.
Yeah.
So while you were describing that, I was looking for the piece because, on the tier, it's not as clear. So here is the piece that's still available at $400 for the Rich Ayala original art.
Yeah.
So this is a colored piece too. Did he color it as well?
Yeah, it's all him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a bit of he's a virtuoso. He does a lot of mixed media stuff. I'm not really sure what he did this with, but it looks mixed media. It looks like he's used a variation of different tools and coloring. What would you call it? Coloring utensils.
Yeah, right.
But it's absolutely spectacular piece, and when you get it, he's added his own Rich Ayala flavor to it as well. That sort of quasi street aspect to it. And just as a little aside, I don't know what it is, but 3 artists separate of each other have drawn that crocodile man getting kicked in the face. Like in 3 different countries, artists who have never spoken to each other, never seen each other's work, drew that crocodile guy getting kicked in the face. I don't know why.
Well, crocodile, just kick him in the face. It's just
yeah, that's what Australians do, right? If they ever come across a croc.
Now we're going to talk about space reptilian like discrimination now.
But yeah, we've also got the 6 a.m. We've also got the 6 a.m. fridge magnet at $4,000. That stretch goal. The Rich Ayala piece was turned into a trading card. We reached that stretch goal about a week ago. So that's going to be a trading card with the campaign as well. But the next stretch goal, which is not too far away, we're about $275 away. We're going to get that 6 a.m. You can't have a campaign without a 6 a.m. sticker,
Right.
So I got a 6 a.m. Fridge magnet of Aquila. It doesn't have to be on your fridge. It can be anywhere, anything magnetic.
Just make sure it's not near your phone or your computer. Just saying.
Yeah. Especially or your credit card, But,
right.
But yeah. We've also got another piece by Elliot Rodriguez, an artist who is just he's leveling up so quickly. He contributed this piece very generously, and it's an awesome piece of work. We're going to get that colored, and that's going to be a mini print once we reach $5,000 stretch goal. And that's an awesome piece of work by Elliot. Now this is the pièce de résistance really, because it's 6,000. We're going to get the entire book colored. The book looks phenomenal in black and white, but we, as an experiment, we got it colored, and the experiment paid off. So we thought this is going to be a really, really great, really great stretch goal if we can reach it, and we want to try and get the word out about that as much as possible. So if we can reach $6,000, I mean, look at it. Look at those colors, man. It's just mind-blowingly beautiful.
This is really, really good. although you're right, the art does look spectacular in black and white as well. And I
Yeah.
know that there are some fans out there who prefer the black and white. Will you have them both available when you reach 6,000?
That's right. Yeah, that's definitely right. And you know,
Okay.
the black and white was a stylistic choice. I wanted it to. One of the whole things about Aquila is that I'm going back to the roots of a lot of things. So I wanted to have a comic book that was like a traditional, old-fashioned, good and bad hero and villain comic book. It's all ages. It's appropriate for anybody. Adults are going to love it because it's, you know, action-packed and violent. Kids will love it because it's action-packed and violent.
I was going to say for the same reason.
Yeah, but it's, you know, it's suitable for kids, cartoon violence, you know. I also wanted to go back to like early science fiction, and I wanted to tribute things like Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers and those types of things. You know, those old serials, same sort of things that inspired George Lucas when he was making Star Wars. I wanted to call back to that when I was making the book. So we got it in black and white, but we, like I said, as an experiment, we got it done in colored. Got one page in colors by Avery Ferdinand, and it paid off. And we definitely want to reach that stretch goal so we can get both black and white and color versions out there.
So with 11 days left in the first 30, that kind of tells me that you've technically, if you're going to extend it, you've got 41 days. You're at 3,700. That's very doable to get to 6,000.
We hope so. Yeah, we hope so.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all about getting the word out and you know, trying to get as many eyes on the product as possible. It's not as easy these days, but I'm trying. You know, it's not just me; it's everyone. This book's got a lot of really passionate supporters, and people doing their absolute best without even me directing them up sometimes to kind of get the word out and for want of a better word, shill the book.
Well, this is the Shill Shack. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
This is a great, supportive, and encouraging network of indie creators. We lift each other up a lot. We definitely, despite the fact we're kind of technically competitors, we still want to see each other succeed wildly.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, everyone, it's kind of like everyone is a little bit of everything, you know. So like some people some writers will edit, and some artists will do lettering, and some colorists will also do art, and some artists are also writers. So everyone's like, you know, everyone can contribute in different ways to other people's campaigns, you know. And you know, like I said, I'm fortunate enough to have got a great selection of people who are also comic creators in their own right working on my book. Yeah, I've had invaluable help from Kemosabe and Michael Odin and Dean, the three of those in particular. It's been an absolute blessing to have them working on the project with me.
So you know what? That brings up a good point. Hey, Nick, I wanted to ask you, let's go back to your campaign for a moment. Did you have some separate eyes act as an editor for you?
Yeah, just my brother basically is the editor of the book. So at least that's no one in the industry to have a look at it.
No, that's fine, because
yeah.
he's still going to bring a fresh set of eyes to the book, because a lot of times as the writer, you know what you meant to say, and sometimes you read through it and you'll even fill in the gaps that aren't there without knowing it. So somebody from the outside can read it and go, didn't you mean for this person to be, you know?
Yeah, and he's not shy in telling me.
Yeah, I can't imagine your brother would be.
Yeah,
did he have some good hints for you? Did he have some good catches?
He was very good actually. Brought a lot of things. He's had a lot of input in it as well. Yeah, so he's quite passionate about the book too. But it was also like sort of something which was written over a couple of years, and lots and lots of rewrites as well. Picking little things up, proving things. So I think that's a strength of the book, in that I think it's plotted quite well. And with it being a whodunit, it's quite complex to try and throw in all these little red herrings and drive the whodunit aspect as well as the plot at the same time.
Okay, I'll bet that I'll bet a lot of us will decide, you know what, I know who did it. It's so and so, and
Yeah.
we'll be wrong later, won't we?
Well, I hope so. Yeah, that's part of the
So
fun.
yeah, what I wanted to say, in support of getting editors, I'm glad you both did. Um, on my current campaign, I got an editor, and it's a friend of mine who's worked on newsletters, church newsletters. So he's been a proofreader for years, and he read a few comic books here and there, but he's not as into comic books nearly as much as I am. But his input was invaluable because he would speak to things like, "Hey, this guy, the Cactus Kid, speaks sort of like down home and folksy on page 3, but on page 6 you've got him sounding like an intellectual." He said, "It doesn't matter which one, but you need to pick one. The character has to speak with the same voice throughout the book," and he is absolutely right about that. So what I did was I asked him, the first read through, I want you to look at it as if you're just a comic book fan enjoying a comic book, and just tell me, was it fun? Then the second read through, I want you to pick it apart like that. Look for, continuity edit mistakes, things like not having the same voice, at page turns. Are they, prompting you to want to turn the page? Do I have them at the right pace? And then, lastly, I was asking him to look at it from the perspective of, did I go from one scene to another inexplicably? Like, if you aren't the writer, did it make sense to go from one to the other, or did I skip a lot of knowledge that the reader's not going to have? And there was one instance of that as well. So I'm glad I directed him to look for those things, because it was a huge help in all the instances that he found. So all that to say, yes, all of you creators out there, you need to get an editor on your book. Even if you yourself are an editor, you're just too close to it. You won't see the forest for the trees.
Yeah, that's right. And then also, not just looking at the writing, I think, to have them look at the art as well.
Yeah,
Once
good
that's
point.
coming through, because even as the writer, I think you can be looking at the art a bit too close to it too, and just miss things quite easily.
And there was a time where my colorist actually found a mistake in the art. I missed it, the artist missed it, and basically it was just a matter of one character had 2 stripes on the first 6 pages, and then suddenly the costume had changed to 1 stripe on the next few, and the colorist was like, I've been putting 2 yellow stripes on this character. Didn't you still want that, or did something change?
Yeah,
I'm like,
that definitely happened with us as well. Yeah,
it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that. So so we had to go back and get the artist to fix that. So yeah, all of the eyes are certainly a part of the production that are very important. The artist is just as much a storyteller as the writer, and the colorist. It's not an easy task to do all that, and sometimes it's not as appreciated as it needs to be. But yeah, they tell a story too with their color palettes, with the decisions they make. They really do bring life to the book if it's meant to be in color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's kind of funny because when they said you were Silver Age, I kind of saw that. And also punching and kicking. That guy really likes to punch and kick things. But
sorry. I was a little. I was so kind of engrossed in the conversation, I forgot I was in it. Yeah, it's completely true. I can't agree more. You got to when you. It doesn't matter what you write. It's kind of a trick that you learn in university. I remember once when I was in school, I left my computer unattended while I was writing an essay, and a friend came. Lo and behold, I just went to the bathroom, and I came back. And I printed off my essay, and then the next day I gave it to my history teacher, who then in front of my entire class read out the paragraph. In 1939, I peed the bed.
Was your friend a guy?
Yeah, my friend who was next to me. My friend had jumped on my computer and typed this whole paragraph where it was like, I peed the bed, and then I cried into my teddy bear because I was so embarrassed. And I was like, oh my God.
Fucking asshole.
What an asshole.
Shit together all the time.
But that's a good reason to get an editor right there. You've always got to kind of reread make sure that nobody's hacked you, hacked your Google Doc or something, and put something there that you never intended it to be there. But ever
It's
since
also
then,
a good idea not to leave your computer
that
unattended.
too, yeah. Windows icon and L immediately locks your computer.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was more than enough reason for me to get things proofread, and yeah, one of the other things is sometimes if you get like a really good writer, they'll go through it. A really good writer, or who is also an editor, they'll give you like suggestions as well, how to improve a scene or how to improve some of that dialogue, and it's invaluable, because you're getting a different point of view from people that are also creative, and maybe it's not what you always wanted to hear. Sometimes editors can be very harsh. Sometimes editors can be very what's the word I'm looking for?
Shitty.
No,
Critical?
I was thinking forthright would be very
okay.
straightforward.
I'm just joking. A lot of my friends are editors. I just say shitty sometimes.
Yeah.
Candid,
yeah.
maybe candid.
Candid, yeah, very good. Straightforward, yeah, and it might not be what you want to hear, but honestly, it will. If you follow their advice, 90% of the time, it will be to the benefit of your book. It shouldn't. And I have the very good fortune of having two very good writers, who, gave their feedback on my book, and when everyone gets it in their hands, it's going to show. You're gonna see just kind of how much attention to detail, and how many times this book has been revised and done over, and perfected over the last 5 years since I've started working on it.
That's great. And I really hope that both of you have great success with these campaigns, that you reach your stretch goals, because that means you'll be back with more. Both of these look great. And I want to see more from you guys. We definitely want to, a rising tide lifts all boats. So, I'm encouraged to see your success, because that means more eyes on the comic industry, and that'll be more eyes on all of our projects, which is awesome.
Definitely.
So before we go, what we're going to do is we're going to go round robin, and we're going to ask each of you where we can find you in the socials. So we'll start with my great guest co-host, Christie. Thanks so much for being here. And where can we find you?
I am at Linktree, Horror to Our Studios. I think I put it in the private chat.
Oh, all right. Let me go grab that then.
Maybe melted my brain a little. So if you guys saw me yawning, it's not boring at all. It's hot, and it makes me drowsy. But yeah, you can find that there. It's like you can buy books from me and whatnot, and I'll sign it and all that other fun, happy shit. I'll probably deface it. People are like, deface it? I said, no, that means I'll sign it. It doesn't.
You're right.
I just think it's funny when people kind of they get it, but some of them don't. And then, so you can find it there. I'm open for commissions and other stupid drawings that I can do and everything. And I don't have a problem working on comics with people. I'm working on with another friend about it too. So there you go. And,
all right, excellent.
Yeah, and also I'm president of CAPS, Comic Art Professional, so capcentral.org, like caps, like baseball caps, whatever. So I'm president there, and I try to make things happen for comic book people. So.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate your support then. So, Mr. Brewster, where can we find you in the socials?
So the Twitter is sir_brew, and you can go to augmentedliberty.com if you want to have a look at the website and projects, and that has links through to all the socials as well.
All right, great. And the description of the show will also have links to their campaigns. So, Aardvark, where can we find you in the socials?
You can hit me up on Twitter at @ComicsAardvark.
All right, great. So listen, again, thank you, Christie, for taking the time to be on the show. I want to thank my guests for coming on to show us your campaigns. Wish you all the best, and come back and see us as you're getting close to wrapping up. Maybe we can get a few more eyes on the projects.
Much appreciated.
Thanks
All right.
Thanks for having
Take
me.
care, guys. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.